Do perfumes bother you? Do you avoid the parts of the grocery store where there's toxic fumes? Well, I know they bother me. There are certain parts of the hardware store I just simply won't go in. And it is a sign that there's a lot of chemicals around. This is your nose telling you that something isn't good for you. So it also is a sign of a chemical burden. So I've seen movies of people who have had to wear a mask while grocery shopping. Now this totally isn't right. Hi, my name is Mary Bourne. I'm a traditional naturopath, and I love sharing natural remedies with people for better health. Many people have sensitivities these days, and in past classes I've talked about leaky gut and how this makes us more susceptible to viruses and bacteria because the protection isn't there anymore. They can enter the gut and where they shouldn't be. So a healthy digestive system can rid the body of most bacteria and viruses, and they can disable these before they can create harm. But we don't have digestive systems that are healthy. And that is the first line of defense, is that we need to get these more enzymes in the body. We need to get more probiotics going so it can help protect us. Drugs control symptoms, and they often have side effects. And if you look on the label or if you read about side effects, it'll talk about liver or kidney damage. And so they do save lives and are necessary at times. But there's a lot of times that they're used as preventive, and they should not be used. Drugs are not prevention. Herbs and nutrition and other things are used for prevention, but not drugs. They're totally not designed for that. So the medical model that our doctors use is one where they use blood tests and they diagnose certain conditions and they come up with a disease. And it's totally not the way I work. The way I work is like the Asian doctors, traditional Asian doctors do. They assess the body, they find out what's going on, they want to know about the symptoms, where they started in your lifetime, what was going on in your lifetime, and a lot of different things. They don't really care about naming this condition as much as they do as what is going on with the body. So this is the way I like to work, and it encompasses a lot of variables. A while ago, I had a class on the silent spring and our environmental toxins. Now, that was written 57 years ago, and we still, in fact, our environment is even worse than it was back when Rachel Carson wrote this book. So it is very toxic. We're exposed to many chemicals in the drinking water, the food we eat, and even the very air we breathe. Being aware of these chemicals and where they come from can help you avoid them in the future. Hi, Lois. So I want to share with you a report that was written by the Commonwealth Fund. And you can find this report on the internet. The Commonwealth Fund focused on care process, access, administrative efficiency, equity, and healthcare outcomes, studying 72 indicators within 11 countries. So they studied Australia, Canada, France, Germany, the Netherlands, New Zealand, Norway, Sweden, Switzerland, the United Kingdom, and the United States. So, in addition to ranking last or close to less in access, administrative efficiency, equity, and healthcare outcomes, the U.S. was found to spend the most on healthcare. So that means this system isn't working. That we're spending the most money with the least outcome. That doesn't make sense to me. So we need to take a different tack. We've discussed the channels of elimination in other videos, and just as a brief remembrance, it's the colon, the respiratory system, your lungs, the kidneys, and the skin. The skin is the largest eliminative organ. So it is important to make sure you drink plenty of water, that you're getting rest, you're doing exercise, you're having good eliminations. Now this is the furnace that I talked about, and you're eating good food and you're processing, and it's your digestive system is working well. And then this is when you have poor elimination, you're eating bad food, there isn't a good oxygen supply, and all of your systems are plugged up. And so, we're coming upon allergy. In fact, many of my clients are coming in now with allergies already, and we haven't even gotten to the pollen part of spring. If you clear out the colon, oftentimes allergies go away, especially the respiratory allergies. So they are linked. So let's talk about the liver. The liver is both the kitchen and the toilet. I heard this recently in The Truth About Cancer Asia. And what they're doing is they're going through the 7 countries of Asia and talking to doctors on how they're treating cancer with herbs, nutrition, and different modalities successfully. These people were told by their regular doctors to put their affairs in order, and they're about to die. And so they get encouraged to go to these other doctors, these alternative doctors, and now 5, 6, 7 years later, they're living a full life, they're back to work, they're vibrant and healthy. Why is that? Why is chemo so devastating to the body? Why do we have hair that falls out and we become these scrawny individuals that look emaciated, like they've been in a concentration camp? Chemo is a poison, and we need to get it out of the body once we're done getting those treatments. So the liver cleans the blood. So I want to start there. This whole month is going to be about environmental toxins and what we can do about them, how we can avoid them. I will be posting different links on my website and on my Facebook page. So be sure to look daily, because I'm trying to let you know how it is you can get rid of the toxins in your home, because the home is the most toxic environment. So the liver makes bile, and this can help break down fats, but it also carries non-nutrients that are too big for the kidneys to pass into the colon to be excreted. So it's very important to know what toxins that we're exposing ourselves to. Now, pain medications top the list in harming the liver. And some people take these daily. They'll take them to prevent. I've had people tell me that they take an Aleve before they go out and rake. Why would you do that to your liver? So, and alcohol daily can damage the liver, fried food, bad fats. These can all, that children are being diagnosed with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease because of French fries and McNuggets and poor eating habits. Now, you can check out your specific medication because they all will be listed as to what it can harm. But in the meantime, we can talk about milk thistle. Research shows that the active ingredient milk thistle, silymarin, is highly protective of the liver. It's been studied for over 30 years, resulting in over 200 clinical trials. It actually can knock out toxins, and yet it is very gentle. It protects against liver damage. It regenerates the liver if it is damaged. And it protects the liver at the cell level. There are studies that have shown it effective against the death cap mushroom. This isn't petri dish experimentation. This is live people. It can help when a person is challenged with gallstones, to help better bile production and eliminate fatty deposits. So it can help to break down these fatty deposits, or what they call as gallstones. Hello, Kirk. So I like the recipe called milk thistle combination because along with milk thistle, there's N-acetylcysteine, which is an important anti-cancer antioxidant, and it helps the liver recover from damage. It helps increase glutathione levels, which is the way the liver processes toxins. It helps the body get rid of toxins through the liver. So, have any of you spotted dandelions yet? Oh, I saw my first couple of leaves there. Well, this amazing herb is included in this combination as a good food for the liver. So don't poison your dandelions. Pick them, throw them in your smoothie, put them in your salad, saute them like you would spinach. They're wonderful. Along with inositol and choline, the combination milk thistle is very good at balancing cholesterol levels. And we need good cholesterol. Our brain needs good cholesterol. So yesterday in my Herbaligram, which is an electronic newsletter that I've posted on my Facebook page, and you can find it on my website, bornforhealth.com, I wrote about forgiveness. You know, we hold grudge, and this is like, if you think about it, it's like a cancer within us. We need to get rid of grudges. We need to be more forgiving, and we need to help ourselves forgive ourselves primarily. You know, if we make mistakes, we're human. Let's go on. It's a new day. So check out that website, bornforhealth.com, where I created a link to different forgiveness techniques and ways to help you to move through the grudges and the hardness that we create in our own bodies. So if you like what you're hearing, please send me a little heart or an emoji. I appreciate that because Facebook will help me promote these videos if I have some of these hearts and attention. I think of these Health to Home videos as a coaching session. So if, you know, we all need to be coached, encouraged, given hope. And I'd like you to share these with other people so that they have hope. So in the coming weeks, we'll talk about how we can detoxify at the cell level and support energy and well-being. On the last Tuesday of the month, we're going to talk more about toxic emotions. Now, allergies can be due to the fact that your body needs to detoxify. Low energy can be a symptom of being too toxic. If you work in a place like a beauty salon or an auto repair shop or paint shop or anywhere where the atmosphere is toxic, then you need to consider doing something about it. So many of the household chemicals we use are toxic. I've mentioned my friend Cindy Clement, who has written this wonderful book. And she's actually lecturing on the Earth Day in Ann Arbor. So any of you who want to go to that, I've shared a link on my Facebook page, and we can meet there. I'm excited about listening to Cindy talk about the particular toxins that, like the Teflon coating, and the things that are still, even though 10 years we've not been using Teflon, most of us, and it's still in our environment. So it's a very hardy toxic element that we need to get rid of. Now, unless you know about the toxins, then you keep on using them. So I'm going to be sharing with you some of the excerpts from Cindy's book and from other places. This Saturday, I'm going to be doing a live class in Southfield at 10 a.m. And there's a link to that class on my Facebook page. So let's talk about TILT. This is toxic-induced loss of tolerance. And there's a website called tiltresearch.org where you can take a test and it can determine how toxic are you. Neurological symptoms such as memory problems, brain fog, mood changes are common and often disabling. A particular initiating event, such as exposure to a sick building. Now, a few years back, my neighbor decided she was going to spray the trees. I had my windows open, and it was a slightly windy day. It wasn't heavily windy. And I was working in my kitchen, and of course, she's my next door neighbor. And all of a sudden, I got this awful headache, and a horrible smell invaded the area. And I looked out, and sure enough, there she is. She hired this company to spray her trees. Her magnolia tree was dying. Well, I immediately walked over there and said to her, you know, Marianne, we are really good neighbors. If you want to continue being a good neighbor to me, don't spray your trees with toxins. She really was a good sport about the whole thing. But, I explained to her that I don't tolerate it. I use all organic, and I don't want this in my breathing air. So, a lot of these chemicals were from a warfare that we're spraying on our in our environment. It just doesn't make sense. So if you have difficulties with attention, memory, and mood, gastrointestinal problems, allergy-like symptoms, migraines and headaches, fatigue, and muscle pain, these are some of the symptoms of allergies. And so some of the three things where we get the most chemical exposure. Indoor air is the common source of chemical exposures in many people's lives. And so we're going to talk about that next week. So moving to a new house or renovating a home or office often can bring these off-gassing and the smells. But things like dryer sheets and cleaning products and candles and mold and dust and perfumes and personal care products are also contributing to our toxic burden. So we can change that by buying organic, by looking at the products that we take into our home. So common foods are often triggers for people who are chemically intolerant. Look at the influx of wheat intolerance, gluten intolerance, corn, milk, peanuts, eggs, soy, along with commercial foods that are sprayed and GMO. And so we need to be cleaner about what we're taking into our homes. No perfume sprays and things that add to the chemical burden. Get rid of those little trees, and if somebody has them in their car, bring a plastic bag with you and encapsulate them because they are so toxic. And if you're in an enclosed space like that, they can really be harmful to the respiratory system. I've often said to people, that a taxi driver, that tree is going to give me some coughing spells. Is it possible for you to throw it in the glove compartment? Because, they don't know. They have limited knowledge. That's why we have to share these videos with people so that we can help them understand the chemical burden that they're putting on us as a society. Now, drugs, medications, and medical devices also initiate and trigger TLTs. Patients report that anesthetics, implants, antibiotics, chemotherapy, and other medications cause them to become intolerant and more sensitive to other chemicals. So reduce your chemical burden by regularly detoxing. I love this product, Ultrabiome DTX. We've talked about the goodness in that. Doing that daily for a month can really help. And if you're struggling with SIBO, which means that if you start taking it and you have a lot of gas and bloating, it's probably because you have SIBO. And so you start with like a third of a pack in 8 ounces to 10 ounces of water. See how that goes. And you can do that for a few days so you can ease into taking a full pack a day. So regular detoxing, getting those eliminative organs going, do some foot baths, skin brushing, sweating. There's a lot of ways that you can get started. So next week we're going to share some solutions, some ways that you can get rid of some of these toxins. And remember to watch. That's Dr. Mary's Health to Home on Tuesdays at 10:30. And if you want to contact me regarding a personal thing, I welcome emails, drmary@bornforhealth.com, and I'll be happy to help you on an individual basis and give you some resources to look into. So here are some action steps. Number 1, stop buying and contributing to this planet's toxins. Don't buy the GMO foods. Make sure that you're buying organic whenever possible, or grow your own. Clear your home of toxins wherever possible. Start a detox program, even if it's just more water and some milk thistle combination on a daily basis. You can find the products I talk about by clicking on the link where it says tickets, and that will bring you right to the Nature's Sunshine website. If you're a member, you can put your member number in and get the discount. You can sign up to get a discount. I hope you were able to get some helpful tips from today's discussion on environmental detox. Keep looking on the Facebook page where I will have some links to further ones on what you can do about the toxins in our environment. And these don't kill you right away. What these do is they keep adding to the burden and adding to the burden. All of a sudden you're sick and you say, why? Why? Because you've been ignoring all these years the toxins that you've been putting in your body. So keep focusing on good choices for better health. Thank you for viewing, and please share this message with others. And until next week, this is Dr. Mary at Health to Home. Bye for now.